and it generates anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 per month for this brand. The average Shopify store loses up to 73% of shoppers due to checkout abandon. And with an automation in Klaviyo, you could convert it from 2% to 4% of those shoppers. That could be an extra $400,000 to $700,000 per year for your store. They only take a few hours to set up and they run in the background. Now, if you don't want to add an extra $700,000 to your D2C e-commerce store, then go ahead and skip this video. Otherwise, let's jump in. Okay, here we are inside Klaviyo, and this is a client that I set up a checkout abandon flow about 6 months ago. Now, a few things to know about this flow is it converts at around 2% for the entire automation, and it generates anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 per month for this brand. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through it and explain what's going on in this flow and then give you some ideas that you can implement in your own checkout abandon automation. Now, the first thing to know is that in Klaviyo, there are two types of abandonments, and sometimes this name gets confused a little bit. There is a checkout abandon, which is when someone starts the checkout process and then leaves. And then we have an add to cart abandon, where someone puts an item in their cart and then leaves the website without ever starting checkout abandon. So this is a checkout abandon flow, meaning that someone started checkout and then just left and didn't actually finish the process. So the goal for this automation is really to bring people back and get that conversion. Because as you know, it's very expensive to bring people to your website with Facebook, with Google Ads, and this checkout abandon can really help you maximize that return on ad spend that you're getting from spending all that money on the front end. So the way this works is that someone comes into the checkout, they start checkout, they don't complete the purchase and they leave. And then an hour later, this is going to trigger. Now, one thing to note that's very important for this automation is that we split it by prospects, people who have never placed an order before, and then returning customers who are people that have placed an order at least one time before and are coming back. And the reason we do that is because for prospects, we want to entice them with a discount to get them to make that first purchase. And for returning customers, we really don't need to give away that extra margin on products with a discount. So we're going to just use some different strategies to bring them back instead. So someone comes in, they abandon checkout, and the first thing we do, we're going to go down the prospect path first. Now, we have it set up so they can receive SMS. So if they're eligible to get an SMS message, that's going to go out to them first. And it's just a simple reminder that they forgot something in their cart. And then we have an offer for this client specifically for prospects, which is they get $10 off orders $45 or more. So that sends out, and you see it has a pretty high click rate, almost 4% conversion rate. That's fantastic. An hour after that SMS sends, we send them their first email. We're reminding them of the offer. We're putting that upfront right away because we just want them to convert. So after an hour, we send this first email to the prospect. And in this one, we're simply just reminding them of what's in their cart. And also in this case, we're showing them that they have a discount to use. In some cases, you might want to delay the discount to the second or third checkout abandon because sometimes people just forget an item in their cart and they're going to come back and make that purchase anyways. So again, you don't really want to give away that extra discount on top if they're already going to make the purchase at full price. It really depends on your overall strategy. For this brand, it's very important that we get people to convert right away because it's a consumable product, it's a food, and we want people to try it. And giving them that discount right away helps to take away some of that risk of the price for people. So a day later, we send them the follow-up email, which is here, and we're telling people that their cart is about to expire, again, reminding them of their discount. This is a plain text email. It's coming from one of the founders, and we're just asking them if they have any questions about their cart, anything we can do to help them. And again, this is a great email too. It has a pretty good click rate, almost 4%, and then a pretty good placed order rate as well. The point of this is some people are on the fence with their products, and since we're not in a physical store, you got to remember that if someone has a question and they don't feel like they can ask it or they don't know where they can go to ask that question, they might just move on and go somewhere else. So I think it's very important to let people know they can reply directly to the email and you're going to have someone on the other end, a real person that's going to answer their question and move them along. Next, we follow up with a third email here. And again, same thing. The first thing we're doing here, we're not leading with the discount. We're leading with a guarantee. They have a 30-day guarantee on their products, which you can try it. If you don't like it, within 30 days, they'll give you your money back. And that's huge. Anytime you can use a guarantee in your checkout abandon and address the big objections that people have to your products, that's going to go a long way. And you should know that as the brand owner, as a marketer, what's holding them back? Why are they not purchasing? For this brand in particular, it's the cost because it's a little expensive. It's also the taste and the flavor because people aren't sure with this type of food whether or not they're going to like it. So you need to really speak to those objections that they're going to have, and guarantees are a great way to boost your conversion rate and then get people to try the product. So again, we follow up a little bit later with a checkout abandon number 4, and we're just asking, do you still want these? This is again another plain text email, and we're just really reminding people about the offer, and then also talking a little bit about the brand and kind of giving a little social proof, saying that founders were, why they started that brand. So then we have an email 5. And then the rest of these emails here in this series, we don't have to cover each one. We're reminding people of the offer. And then we're just letting people know that the only way, we're almost challenging them a little bit, the only way for people to know if they're going to like it is for them to try it. Now, this really works, again, if you have a guarantee. You can say, look, you can try this product risk-free. You have really nothing to lose. Place the order and you be the judge if you like it or not. So this one, again, works pretty well. Now, usually 4 checkout abandon or 5 is probably good. But what I noticed is that with this flow, the placed order rate kind of plateaus at 0.6 here. And it didn't really drop off. So we started adding some extra touch points here. And you can see we have 7 checkout abandons in this prospect path. And the conversion rate stays pretty flat after that 5th email, which says to me that we can continue to reach out to people because there's people that are still converting. It's much lower, but you see we added this. That's an extra almost $2,000 a month that's going to be coming in just from following up with someone. And we're going to add even more to this, maybe following up a few days later. Now, let's go check out the returning customer path. So it's similar in that we're reminding people of their cart, but it's a little different because we're not using the coupon or the discount or anything like that. Just remind them why they bought the product too, to show them we really focus on outcomes and big benefits for the returning customer path rather than a discount, because they already trust us. They tried the product. And if they're back for a second time, they probably liked it. So again, we send out a text message right away if someone's eligible for the text message. If not, they go here and they come down this path. And we set up actually a split because we were testing 2 different types of emails here. This was more of a designed email, and then this was more of a plain text email here. But we're really just simply reminding people that they have something in their cart and they should come back and get it, treat themselves. And again, we're really using social proof here in the form of customer reviews to remind people that, why they got it. And again, just try to get them to come back. And then again, the second email here, same thing. Your order is waiting. You left something tasty in your cart, come back and get it. And then we're reminding people of got all these reviews, it's delivered, customer service, satisfaction guarantee. So we're just kind of reminding people why they got it in the first place. Now, again, same thing on this path. I noticed that typically return customer paths have a much higher conversion rate than prospects. Again, they trust us. They're much more willing to come back and buy. So for that returning customer path, we had this 3rd email set up, but you see it's converting at almost 4% rate. So we were going in and we're adding even more. We added a 4th touch point, and we're going to add a 5th and 6th touch point because you see that conversion rate is staying pretty steady at 4% there. So that says to me, again, keep following up with them and seeing if we can get those people to convert. And again, this checkout abandon converts at around overall a 2% rate, and it adds about an extra $60,000 a month for this one client. If you are struggling to set one up on your own, or you have a very simple one and you want to expand it a little bit, feel free to reach out to me and let me know if I could help you. All right, thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about email marketing, be sure to click this video here and check it out. I'll see you next time.